Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, I am Nurin Buraida and this is my self-study module. I will discuss the study of neurology and subsequently delve into Parkinson's disease as we progress. First thing first, neurology is a branch of medical science that focuses on the study and treatment of disorders related to the nervous system. The nervous system is a complex network of nerves and cells that transmit signals between different parts of the body, enabling communication and coordination of various functions. The nervous system can be broadly divided into two main parts, which is the central nervous system, which includes the brain and the spinal cord. Secondly, the peripheral nervous system, which encompasses the nerve outside the brain and the spinal cord. It includes both the ganglion and the nerve. Neurons and neurotransmitters are fundamental components of the nervous system. Their interaction play a crucial role in neurology. Now let's break down how neurons and neurotransmitters are related. Neurons are the specialized cells that form the basic structural and functional units of the nervous system. They are responsible for transmitting information in the form of electrical impulses. Neuron consists of various components including the cell body, dendrite which receives signals, and axon which carries signals away from the cell body. Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers that facilitate communication between neurons, allowing them to transmit signals across synapses. Synapses are the junction between neurons where communication occurs. Neurotransmitters are released from the axon terminal of one neuron into the synapse, and they bind to receptors on the dendrites or cell body of the receiving neuron. The relationship between neurons and neurotransmitter is critical for the functioning of the nervous system. Here are four of the examples of neurological disorder. Firstly, neurodegenerative disease, which are a group of disorders characterized by the progressive degeneration of structure and function of the nervous system, particularly the neurons. Examples include Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease, which are some of the common neurodegenerative conditions. Secondly, the neurovascular disease. This condition affects the blood vessels in the brain or spinal cord, leading to disruption in blood flow and potentially causing damage to the nervous tissue. Stroke and transient ischemic attack (TIA) are common neurovascular disorders. Thirdly, epilepsy, which is a neurological disorder characterized by recurrent unprovoked seizures. Seizures result from abnormal electrical activity in the brain. Last but not least, we have some headaches, which are a common symptom, while migraines are a specific type of headache characterized by intense throbbing pain, often accompanied by other symptoms like nausea, sensitivity to light and sound. Now, I will be going through Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is a neurological condition characterized by a wide range of symptoms including stiffness, tremor, and delayed movement. Parkinson's disease is brought on by the degeneration or death of neurons or nerve cells in the substantia nigra, a region of the brain. The person has delayed motion, stiffness, or rigidity and tremor as a result of the loss of these cells, which interferes with the brain normal regulation of movement. There are a lot of other symptoms of Parkinson's disease, but here are the common ones, which is the tremor in hands, arm, legs, jaw or head, muscle stiffness where the muscle remains contracted for a long time, slowness of movement, impaired balance and coordination. Causes of Parkinson's disease in a vast major cases is unknown. However, based on research, two of genetic mutation identified involve are protein parkin, whose function is to break down protein. However, the loss of parkin causes build-up of protein leading to damage. Meanwhile, protein alpha, whose function is unknown, it is believed that mutation prevent breakdown of alpha, which also lead to damaged cell. Genetic is one of the factors, as there is an evidence that Parkinson's disease can run in a family. On the other hand, it is assumed that some type of environmental pollutant, either a pesticide or anything related to its use, is involved in causing Parkinson's disease. Other factors include welding and exposure to manganese, further strengthening the case for an environmental toxin. In this case, we can conclude that combination of genetic and environmental factor is likely to be important in most cases. For instance, a person with a genetically weaker ability to dispose of proteins who was also exposed to pesticide might develop Parkinson's disease, whereas a person with different genes but the same exposure might not. There are currently no cure for Parkinson's disease, but treatments are available to help relieve the symptoms and maintain your quality of life. These treatments include medication, which can improve the main symptoms of Parkinson's disease, such as shaking, tremors, and movement problems. But not all the medication available are useful for everyone, and the short and long-term effects of each are different. Three main types of medication commonly used are levodopa, dopamine agonists, and monoamine oxidase B inhibitors. Most people with Parkinson's disease are treated with medication, although a type of surgery called deep brain stimulation is used in some cases. A physiotherapist can work with you to relieve muscle stiffness and joint pain through movement manipulation and exercise. The physiotherapists aim to make moving easier and improve your walking and flexibility. The treatment of Parkinson's disease symptoms is challenging as firstly, the condition of Parkinson's disease will get worsened over time. Secondly, the treatment option, there are too many treatment options for Parkinson's disease, and choosing the treatment may take time. Even most effective drugs have long-term side effects. And lastly, the treatment could conflict as Parkinson's disease patient is likely being treated for other conditions associated with advancing age. Here are two consultant neurologists in Malaysia. Firstly, Professor Dr. Lim Shen Yang, who is actively involved in research on various aspects of Parkinson's disease, including deep brain stimulation and advanced treatment options. Secondly, we have Dr. Sheila Ong Ai Mei, who is also actively involved in public education and awareness initiative related to Parkinson's disease. That is all for my self-study module. Thank you.